When I started this project more than 20 years ago, it was really driven out of a patient's cry for help. They were falling apart, and I realized that it was their quality of life that was really falling apart because of all these diseases that were accumulated because of the culture and the food that they had been exposed to. So I started with the idea of helping an individual patient and then helping the next patient. But over the last 20 years, as I've continued to pursue this idea of helping the next patient, I started to realize the plate and those decisions that we make every single day, 100 bites a day, about what we put on the plate and what we put in our mouths, is interconnected to just about everything in life. As patients started to get better, I started to see that their mood and mental health improved and relationships began to become more vibrant and alive. I saw that gifts that were kind of suppressed in their lives because of just not feeling well suddenly blossomed, and they were able to go and begin participating in community activities, and community groups grew. Out of an experience that I had working with somebody in Midland, Texas, I saw that his health improvement led him to begin volunteering in the hospital and then opening up his home for a plant-based potluck that began to bring together community leaders, people from Better Business Bureau, hospital administrators, and that began to change an entire community. And then you start to piece the other things together, and you see that human health is directly tied to the health of just about everything. And it's one of the primary drivers of planetary health, the utilization of resources like land, water, the contamination of the environment and potential cleaning up the environment by different things that we decide to grow and use as food. And so as the vision expanded and kind of you start to pull the aperture back on the plate, it's at the center of a spider web. And every piece of that spider web is connected to some part of life. And anytime you pull on a strand in the web, it shifts the entire spider web. And so I've really come to appreciate that there's a tremendous opportunity to elicit change in our world, to give our world an opportunity to begin regenerating and healing by inspiring individual people, one person, 10 people, 1,000, a billion, to change what's on their plate. And then we begin to see this halo effect where the world begins to revitalize, heal, and regenerate because of those decisions to eat a really delicious plant-based meal and be intentionally conscious of where that's coming from and celebrate with gratitude the effect that that meal is having.